Okay, we're good to go? Okay, there's been a lot of talk today about the NRL's gift of free tickets for people being vaccinated. I understand the NRL has suspended these tickets based on TGA advice that they can only be offered to people who are fully vaccinated. Can I say this is bureaucracy gone mad? Are we supposed to be vaccinating people in this country or not against COVID? Back in July, Scott Morrison said, in response to a pub offering free beer in Melbourne, that the TGA was being heavy-handed and that he was going to make changes to ensure that these sort of good-hearted, good-natured initiatives could continue. So what has Scott Morrison done? It's 2 months on, the footy is tomorrow night, and people who turned up to get vaccinated today didn't walk away with the passes that they should have got to reward them coming out and getting vaccinated. Now, this idea that we can give cash and rewards if you're double vaccinated, but if you're turning up for your first vaccine, you shouldn't get it, is not based on clinical or health advice. In fact, there's no evidence whatsoever that there's hesitancy in coming out to get your second vaccination. What we need is people coming out to get their first vaccine. That's what we're trying to do here. We raffled off signed jerseys in Rockhampton before the NRL game. There's other community groups that have been offering NRL tickets all week, but when the Queensland government partners with the NRL, suddenly it's a problem. So I'm writing to the TGA as we speak. The letter will go this afternoon. This needs to be fixed. Dr. Young has already spoken to the head of the TGA, asked that they reconsider. This is ridiculous. Greg Hunt needs to step in and fix this. Now, the NRL, to their credit, is now going to allow for these tickets to be issued for people who are getting their second dose. But why discriminate? Why is it that people who are coming out and getting vaccinated for their first dose shouldn't have the right to get a footy ticket? So ScoMo's all for a free beer, but not a ticket to the footy. Fix this, fix it now. The footy's tomorrow night. This is ridiculous. Oh, honestly, Scott Morrison said he was going to fix this 2 months ago. It's footy tickets. We want people to get vaccinated in Queensland. What is the problem? Is this what we really need to concentrate on? Over 56,000 people positive from one cluster from New South Wales. Over 260 people now died, and we're going to argue about whether we can give away free footy tickets. This is ridiculous and it needs to be fixed.
So do you think that Queensland Health has been blindsided or targeted by this from the TGA?
Well, someone's targeting Queensland. It seems to be the better we do, the more we get criticised. The Premier said the same thing this morning. What is wrong with having any sort of reward for people getting vaccinated? The TGA's own website said you can offer cash, you can offer rewards, but for some reason, only if people are getting their second dose. Well, I want people coming out to get their first dose. That's what we need. New South Wales have been prioritising first doses for 3 months now, but yet Queensland can't. So this has to be fixed, and it has to be fixed now. I want people walking into our vaccination centres tomorrow morning and getting their footy tickets. No, we didn't check with the TGA because we are trying to get people vaccinated here. The NRL offered us free passes to give away, and we're giving them away. This is ridiculous. Bureaucracy gone mad. Greg Hunt's been very silent on this today. They seem to have a voice on everything else when it comes to vaccinations in Queensland. I thought they wanted us to get vaccinations out the door. So get this fixed and get it fixed now. It's a guidance. It's a guidance. Who would have thought, out of all the things we have to deal with, the TGA are apparently looking at whether 5-year-olds to 11-year-olds should be able to get vaccinated. Who would have thought that the TGA would think what should be our priority today? I know, telling the NRL they shouldn't give free tickets. Honestly, is that the priority of the TGA right now? We have got our priorities seriously wrong if this is what we think is the most important thing when people are dying from this in New South Wales and we're trying to get people vaccinated.
But how do you expect everyday individuals and businesses to abide by the guidelines if it seems
Well, go ask Scott Morrison. He said he was going to fix this 2 months ago. Why hasn't he fixed it? Why hasn't he fixed this? There are other groups. This is the hypocrisy. There are other groups today, and I'm not going to name them, but there's other groups in the community giving away free NRL tickets as part of vaccinations this week, but no one has said a word. But the Queensland government does it, and it's a problem. We need this fixed.
Minister, the health guidelines for the TGA, they say that any offer that is given out has to be retrospective. So currently that means that anyone who is fully vaccinated should be entitled
Again,
to these tickets.
they didn't say this 2 weeks ago when we give signed jerseys at Rockhampton prior to the NRL game. They haven't said it to other stakeholders who are giving free NRL tickets for vaccinations this week. I actually haven't heard the TGA comment on any other state or territory who have got incentives out there. Let's be real here. This is not an issue. This should be fixed. The TGA should be doing everything possible to help states and territories encourage people to come get vaccinated. This isn't about whether it's appropriate to have cash or rewards. Their own website says it is. Why is it we can only offer it to people on their second dose when it's the first dose we need people to come out and get vaccinated for?
Last question.
So NRL have just advised us that they will reinitiate it for those people who got vaccinated today who are second dose people. But apparently we're going to discriminate against everyone else who turned up for their first vaccination today. So I understand our centres did collect those names. I hope we can give them a call tomorrow morning and say, your double pass is here, ready to collect. That's what we should be able to do. It's any vaccine. If they come in for an AZ, they'll still get their pass. Thanks.